Hey, welcome into the first showing of Who Should I Pick, where you, the viewer, comments down below who I should play in each week of my fantasy football league. Now, we've already went through the first week, and let me tell you, we smashed. But this week, it's going to get a little bit harder. I'm going against a guy named Sea Monkeys, and his team pretty much is stacked. But let's go ahead and look into my league. Alright, so right now, I have Kirk Cousins as my quarterback 1, Teddy Bridgewater as my quarterback 2, David Johnson as my number 1, Raheem Mostert as my running back number 2. I already had Jarvis Landry play. Bad move on my part. Who would have thought everybody else but him would eat? DJ Moore, which I'm kind of scared about because last week he didn't do too well, but I mean, it's DJ Moore. We have Travis Kelce, which I'm not even really worried about. Now, the reason I have Jordan Reed in here is because if you go down on my bench, I have George Kittle. And when you know, he's out. So, yeah, Jordan Reed, his replacement. Since we're in a two tight end league, there's not many tight ends to really pick from, so I figured hopefully, it's Jordan Reed. He used to be good. Granted, this is a new team, new offense for him, and, I don't really know what's going to happen with him, but I'm hoping for the best. I have Paris Campbell, which I have a lot of high hopes for this wide receiver in Indiana. He did pretty good last week. If you look at it, he got a solid 16.40. That's actually really good in our PPR league, and he might even do even better. I'm a Minnesota Viking fan, so it kind of hurts to say it, but our secondary is pretty terrible, and I can see him actually putting up some good numbers. Then after that, we have Chris Boswell as the kicker and the Baltimore defense, which, is pretty dominant so far. All right, so that's what I have right there. That's my team. If you all see any issues that you don't like, please tell me. We will look at the bench, and we will look at the what's on the actual waivers. Let's go ahead and take a look at the bench. We have Boston Scott, Alexander Madison, Joshua Kelly, Sterling Shepard, Kenny Golladay, which is out, so that's another reason, I had to play Jarvis Landry, was because Kenny Golladay out again. Yay! I think I spent my first or second round pick on him, and he's hurt, so that kind of sucks. No, actually, I think I got him in the third round, so kind of a steal. James Washington, which, we don't know what's going to happen. You have Golden Tate, which is questionable. I don't think he's going to play, but he might. And then, of course, George Kittle, which is, out. Also, in my IR, I have Le'Veon Bell, which is not looking good for Le'Veon. He might be washed. It's kind of sad, kind of depressing, but we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully he comes back, 2 weeks from now, and he does really great, but I do not have faith in the Jets offense. I don't have faith in their coach, so we'll see. But all right, you see all these guys. If you guys want to see last week's score, just based upon that, you've got Boston Scott. He had a 8.70, not much. He got injured, so, plus the starter's actually back in. Alexander Madison, he actually did really good. He got 15.10. That was near the end. Granted, he's not the number 1. That would be Dalvin Cook. Joshua Kelly, which is the running back for the Chargers. And it's kind of weird, too, because you would think Eckler was going to be the number 1. Now, I'm not seeing it, man. Not with Tyrod Taylor there. I don't think it's going to happen. He seemed to eat. He looked really good. They trusted him. So I'm hoping he might do good, but I just don't know. It's more of a sit him on the bench and see what happens. But if y'all think I should play him, tell me. We got Sterling Shepard. What did he do? He got 13.10, which isn't bad, but he wasn't used as much as I thought he was going to be. It was pretty much Slayton the entire time. Granted, Golden Tate's out, so we don't know what that has to do with anything. And, I'm surprised Ingram didn't really get a lot of targets. But honestly, it was Slayton and Shepard. Got a lot of the work, and Barkley. Barkley got a lot of the pass catching game, which, pretty good, but he didn't do pretty good in the run. Kenny Golladay, he hasn't played for 2 weeks. James Washington, he got 12.20 for the Steelers. I actually kind of have high hope for him, but I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see again. Let's see who we got. And then Golden Tate, hasn't played. George Kittle, he's out. Le'Veon Bell, he's hurt. I'm actually kind of worried. I actually threw him on the trade block. Hopefully somebody will want to actually get him. But anyway, let's get back up here. We have Kirk Cousins, the garbage man, should I say, because he made up that 45-88 like in the last 6 minutes of the game. Not really a big fan of the Minnesota Vikings offense. It's kind of throw to Thielen, nobody else. It's crazy too because they have like a top tier tight end, and they have Jefferson, which I'm a big fan of. Teddy Bridgewater, another big fan, ex-Minnesota Viking. He did pretty good. I'm not upset with it. I wish he scored more because there's quarterbacks in this league because of the scoring settings that are scoring like 60-something points. I think Joe Burrow got 62 points yesterday on one of the other users' accounts, so if that tells you anything. So not bad. Hopefully he does good. I was one of the people that waited till the very last round to grab my quarterbacks. That's why I kind of got stuck with Kirk Cousins and Teddy Bridgewater. But there are a couple of quarterbacks on the waivers. If you guys think I should play someone else, let me know. David Johnson. He got 22.60. Pretty solid, actually. I was pretty happy with it. But this week, he's going against Baltimore. Kind of worried about it. Really, actually, worried about it. I'm pretty nervous, actually. They stopped. Who did they play last week? Cleveland Browns? Yeah, they stopped Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in their tracks. So I'm really kind of worried about it. Hoping for the best. I'm a fan of him since he was great at Cardinals and then just kind of sucked. And then when he got traded here, I figured he might do all right, and he did all right. I'm pretty happy with him. So let's hope he does good for now on. Raheem Mostert, he got 32. That dude ate, but he didn't play that much. I think he carried 15 times, and I think the last 7 or 8 times was in the last quarter. They kind of stopped giving to him. I mean, a lot of his yardage was made on a target, I think in the first quarter, and where he ran for a good, 60 yards, maybe 56 yards, and then scored a touchdown. So it's kind of like, I don't know what they're doing with you. Plus they have Jerick McKinnon there, which might kind of take up some of the work, and he actually did some fantasy points too, so he's kind of relevant. So yeah, Raheem Mostert, not a bad play. Jarvis Landry, kind of disappointed in it. I knew he had a hip injury, but I played him anyway. Everybody but him ate. It's kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. That's my go-to guy, so DJ Moore is supposed to be the solid wide receiver this year. Granted, we got a new coach. We got Teddy Bridgewater that doesn't. I mean, he does throw deep, but he didn't really have to last game. He only got me 11 points. It's really disappointing when you compare to last year. Like, if you bring up 2019 stats on DJ Moore, I mean, look at that. Look at that. That's just, he was great. He was great. I think that game he got hurt at that. So, yeah. Hopefully he comes back. He does really good. I don't know. I'm hoping for a big game this week, but it's going against Tampa Bay, and they've got a good corner that can actually shut him down. So we'll have to see. I hope Teddy can give it to him. Teddy's pretty accurate, and he's been really good. So I'm hoping for the most. Travis Kelce, Travis Kelce gets the touchdowns. Yeah, I like Travis Kelce a lot. I always have. He's pretty good. Just last year alone, he did amazing. It's Travis Kelce. Everybody knows Travis Kelce, which I think I picked him in the first overall pick, and then followed by Kittle, because I had the 12th number, the last pick in the draft. So I just went ahead and went tight end to pretty much, make sure that I had all the tight ends completely covered. Go figure that Kittle gets hurt, and he's out, just like last year. So hopefully Jordan Reed can fill in. I'm not so sure about Jordan Reed, but there's not really many tight ends to pick from. Paris Campbell, that's what he did last week. He did really good, actually. I'm kind of happy with him. Let's see. Last year, he didn't do too well. But, that's because the quarterback last year was throwing mainly to T.Y. Hilton. Jordan Reed, let's take a look at this. So he only got 4 points, which concerns me, but Kittle was in most of the game. So that's why I think, he might have a more dominant role this time. He only had 2 targets, 2 receptions for 12 yards. Kind of worried about it, but I feel like without Kittle there, I mean, he's got to do something, right? He did a lot of stuff for Washington, so we'll see. But he is injury prone too. 2019, he did nothing. absolutely nothing. It's not looking good, but I have high hopes. Let's see. Chris Boswell, what did he get? He got 8. It's a kicker. What do you expect? Better than nothing. And then Baltimore defense, as you can tell, they gave me 18 points. Hope they don't hurt Houston too bad because I have David Johnson. But then again, if my defense can make up points, that's what's up. But yeah, that's my crew. That's what I'm riding with right now. If you guys see any difference or you think I should do something different, definitely tell me. Been playing for the past 5-6 years. Been in this league called Shattered Dreams. I'm the commissioner. Been playing it with a lot of fun people. We have Team Sea Monkeys, which this is the matchup I'm against. Like, look at this guy. This is Kirk Cousins versus Josh Allen. Bridgewater versus Goff, which you would think is pretty good, but I mean, it's against Philadelphia, so I don't know. David Johnson versus Alvin Kamara, which you know about Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas is down. Kamara might eat a little bit more. Mostert versus Chubb, which you saw what Chubb already did. My goodness, everybody but Jarvis Landry. Jarvis Landry versus Mike Evans. As you can see, Mike Evans didn't really do too well last week, and he's been dealing with a hamstring injury, but I think because it's kind of an issue, a talking point this week, I can see Tom Brady giving Mike Evans the ball a little bit more, but we'll see. DJ Moore versus Alan Lazard, Green Bay. He did pretty good last week. Let me see. What did he do? Yeah, he got 20 points. I mean, everybody for Green Bay got a touchdown and got yards. Aaron Rodgers was lighting up the Minnesota Vikings. Kelsey versus Gronk. Now, I don't believe Gronk is going to be good this year, but Gronk could get a touchdown here and there, and that could make him relevant, but we'll have to see. Jordan Reed versus, what is that? Jonnu Smith, yeah, he's pretty good, man. He did 15.20 at Denver, and now they're going to Jacksonville. I mean, come on. It's not looking good for me matchup-wise. Got Campbell versus Lamb. Let's see what Lamb got last week. Lamb got 13.47. I'm actually surprised we're even using him. So, hey, he's already doing something. Surprised. He's got Waiku, which is actually the kicker I wanted for Atlanta. What did he get last week? He got 8 too, so I'm not really too concerned about that. And then he's got the Buccaneers defense, which could hurt him, but I don't know. They have a solid defense. They really do. Versus my Baltimore Ravens defense, so hopefully it's good. He's got Jay White on the bench, Frank Gore, Jay Williams, DeAndre Swift, Brandon Cooks, Dede Westbrook, Courtland Sutton, which I think he's going to play this week, but don't quote me on that. If he plays, that'd be great that he left me on there, but which he should. And he's got Mike Gesicki from the Miami Dolphins, which should have been way better than he is right now. They're just not utilizing him right. But anyway, that's who I'm going against. Here's the other teams in the league. It's a 12-man, 2-quarterback PPR league. It has 2 running backs, 2 quarterback, 2 wide receiver, 2 tight end, 1 kicker, 1 defense, and 1 flex spot. And it's not a super flex spot. It's just a regular flex where it's tight end, wide receiver, running back. So, yeah. All right. So, let's go ahead and see who's on the waivers. So, for quarterback, we have Trubisky, Gardner Minshew, which I'm actually a fan of, but I don't think he's going to do better than Kirk Cousins when it comes to points. Daniel Jones, which, believe it or not, I think he's actually really good. Danny Dimes actually puts up points. Last week, I think he got 51. He got more than Kirk Cousins. But will he do better than Kirk Cousins because he's going against Chicago? I know Chicago lost some pieces, but, And then you got Dwayne Haskins at Arizona, which Arizona's defense is looking pretty good. And he only got 29, so I'm not even going to risk that there. Ryan Fitzpatrick, which going against Buffalo, gosh, the interceptions are going to be for real. Tyrod Taylor, what did he do? 26 point. Whew, that's pretty terrible. So there are some starting quarterbacks left, but none of them are really top tier. Sam Darnold, which he got 34. Not great. Like I said, the Jets offense is just terrible. They lost their top wide receiver. I think they lost one of their top tight ends, so Not looking good for them. Drew Lock. I'm actually a big fan of Drew Lock. He's looking really good. He didn't get a lot of points, but I thought he did really well. I'm impressed if his number one quarterback comes back, or wide receiver comes back this week. That could mean mad production from him. But who are they going against? They're going against Pittsburgh, which Pittsburgh is one of the top defenses in the league right now, especially for those little quick slants and, mid dump offs. So we'll have to see. And then we have Taysom Hill, which I'm surprised he even played, but I don't see Drew Brees going out, so he's not even relevant. But yeah, that's who we got on the quarterback that's left. If you see any of those better than Kirk Cousins and Teddy Bridgewater, let me know. Running back. We have Duke Johnson. Nope. Carlos Hyde, what did he do? He did okay, but he didn't do nowhere near what I thought he was going to do. So, if Carlos Hyde, Jalen Richard, what did he get? Oh, he did nothing. Josh Jacobs did everything. Darrell Williams, what did he do? He didn't do anything either. It's not looking good. Giovanni Bernard, which I think he got a touchdown. Yeah, he did against Cleveland, but still not worth it. Tony Pollard. Not really anything. Not with the starters out there, they're not going to get too much. But this is what I have left right now. Honestly, I think I'm pretty much I've done the best that I can. Darrell Henderson didn't do anything like I thought he was going to. Corey Clement. I don't want to say Clement. It just sounds better. 540. Yeah, see. So this is what I have left. What will LeSean McCoy do? Anything? Not a thing. But yeah, not really much to pick from on the running back standpoint. Well, let's check out wide receivers. We have Tre'Quan Smith, Danny Amendola. Did he do anything last week? Galladay out. Yeah, he did. He got 7 targets at that. The name might be relevant. Huh. Steven Sims, what'd he get? He got 9 points. Washington's still trying to figure out their way. They're more defense. Randall Cobb, what did he get? Nothing, right? He had a 5.10. I didn't see him do anything in that game. Let's double checking that. What did Tre'Quan Smith get? Did I check that? Oh, 1.80. What in the heck? That's terrible. Cole Beasley is good-o reliable. If you want a solid 10 or 11 points in your league, I swear, every year, this is what he gets you. It's not too bad. He's a solid flex, in my personal opinion. What does Scott Miller get? 14 points. Who is this guy? He has 6 targets, 5 receiving, 73 yards. He didn't get a touchdown. He did that good. You know what? He might be something. It's interesting that he threw to him. Rashad Perriman. Oh, man. Perriman. Kendrick Bourne. Yeah, this poor guy, I actually picked him up hoping he was going to be something because they have nothing there right now, and of course nothing happened. So, what did Trent Taylor do? Nothing. Man, with Jimmy, don't get me wrong, I think Jimmy G is a decent quarterback, but he's not gonna really shove out. What John Ross get? Nothing. So as you can see, this is pretty much what I got. Not too much to really pick from. I believe Marquez Scantling did so. Yeah, he did. Woo! Man, what is he still doing out here available? I might have to pick him up because, Aaron Rodgers went for him. But we don't know that. We don't know if it's him or the Lazard guy. Tight ends, like I said, very, very bare. I don't even... You got Mo Alley Cox, which is he's going to be the number one because their other tight end is out. Dalton Schultz, maybe? Because I believe Blake Jarwin went out. There's really no one. I mean, as you can see, it's really bare. Kicker-wise, we have Zane Gonzalez, Mason Crosby, which I like. Ryan Suka. What did he get last week? He got 12 points. Yeah, good old reliable. as you can see, we got some decent kickers still left on the board, but you don't need that many kickers. So, you guys see one that just looks like it's going to light it up matchup-wise? Let me know. Defense, I got Tennessee's defense, but, you know, I've got Baltimore Ravens defense on my lineup, so going to another defense is kind of, even though Tennessee is going against Jacksonville. But Gardner Minshew could actually do something, pull something off. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, this is the lineup from top to best, I guess. There's no way Mitchell Trubisky was actually relevant. Yeah, he got 47. He was about a Kirk Cousins, and it was all garbage time, too. I tell you what, that NFC North, they have, like, the most garbage men quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. Minus Aaron Rodgers, because it's Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, if you guys see anything that you think I should play over my team, I'm going to go ahead and jump back into my team one more time, let you all see it. Kirk Cousins, Teddy Bridgewater, David Johnson, Raheem Mostert, Jarvis Landry, can't count that one, it's already done. DJ Moore, Travis Kelce, Jordan Reed, Paris Campbell, Chris Boswell, Baltimore Ravens defense. And then here's my bench players: Boston Scott, Alexander Madison, Joshua Kelly, Sterling Shepard, Kenny Golladay, James Washington, Golden Tate, George Kittle out, and then of course Le'Veon Bell, which is on IR. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll be doing this once a week, you know, asking your all's opinion on who you think I should play. Just leave a comment, you know, drop it down in the bottom, and I'll look at it. And if I really feel like yours is the best pick, or, you know, you just want me to do it, I might just do it. You know, I don't care. It's more of a entertainment kind of thing, so you guys let me know. Hopefully we win this week. It's not looking good production-wise. He's supposed to beat me 82%, which he definitely should. He definitely should. His matchup is so much better than mine. But yeah, these are the other matchups. You know, you got Team Royal Gravity versus Team Peasy, Team El Double U versus Team Tasha Burn, Team Eat Dirt versus Team Desi the Great, Team Captain Peabody versus Team Nosebee 21, Team McGivney versus Team Oaktown. Now, these are all people that I've met and play with in real life and talk and everything like that. We do have a little fantasy get-together every once in a while, so it's a very competitive league. Everybody knows their stuff. Everybody has really good knowledge on who's good, who's not. We all listen to the fantasy footballers, and we just, you know, listen to podcasts on a daily. So all these people in here are really good. They all drafted well, and they all know how to play the waivers. So you guys let me know if you see something crazy each matchup every week. You want me to do something, let me know. I really appreciate it, guys. If you guys would go ahead and like and subscribe. Tell me if you like this content, if you want to do more. And definitely, like I said, drop a comment on who you think I should play, who you think I shouldn't, and I'll see it and make my lineup change. And you guys can see if we win or not. Hopefully we do. Doesn't look good, but I hope we do. But thanks, guys. Until next time, Brownsville Alchemist out.